Hello all, see you again in our 2020s movie collection, Masha. Alright, before we start the story of this movie, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss the updates from our channel. A woman named Masha stands on the stage and sings for her audience. The scene changed to when she's still a teenager. She ran in a crop field and found Pops there. She sang and ran around. Pops picked her up and she reached behind him to get his pistol. Pop's subordinate, Treshka, took the pistol from her, said that it's not a toy. And they then got into a car. Masha then sang in the moving car, and together with her song, a gunshot rang from the field that she left behind. Masha and her family gathered for dinner. Her mother listened in the discussion about what Masha's grandpa did in the field. She got angry because Masha was there. But Pops just let her be. They then gathered at the swimming pool. Pops met with someone, then Masha came in. That man picks Masha up, but Masha didn't like him. She then left the place. Treshka pointed the gun to the man's head. The man thought that Pops wouldn't let him shoot since there's Pops' family members there. But he's wrong. Masha, who hanged around the office, heard the gunshot outside. At the billiard place, Valera's girlfriend named Tanya would be singing there for the first time. Masha, who dreaming to be a singer, liked her performance very much. She went to the backstage to ask for an autograph. But when she opened the door, she witnessed Pops and Tanya had a fling. Masha tried to go, but Pops called her back. She got the autograph that she wanted, but when she got back in the pub, she just crumples it up. Treshka picked Masha up from the school. He then went shopping with for Masha and watched a movie. Masha saw that Treshka even shed a tear for the movie. When they left the cinema, Treshka realized that Masha had her first period. They then went to Len to ask for her help. When Masha got out of the bathroom, a boy who seemed like Len's student got her. Masha had a crush on him. She tried to say hello to him at school, but then she knew that he already had a girlfriend. Watching him kiss his girlfriend from afar, she felt sad and cried hard. The boys who picked her up were so surprised to see her crying. When they asked Masha, she just told them. The boys went to Masha's crush and beat him up. Masha rushed there and tried to stop them. Masha then told the boy that those people are her friends and they beat the wrong person. Treshka asked Masha whether she had kissed a boy or not, and she answered she did. He asked her again if she would go to the police to report the boy for kissing her, and she said she won't. Then Pops found out that Treshka killed a girl after kissing him. Treshka did that because she suddenly said that she would report him to the police and that her father is a general. He panicked and that happened. Pop said on the phone that he would give up Treshka to the girl's father. He thought it wasn't worth the sacrifice to keep him. Masha would have her first show in Pop's pub. She got a dress and Tanya lent her shoes for her. Treshka came a bit late to the show. He got her a bunch of red roses, but then a car that stalked behind him shot him. Masha and the people inside were shocked. When Masha took a peek outside, she saw Treshka's body right outside the entrance door. They have a closed funeral for Treshka. Masha sang for him at his funeral. Seeing this, Masha's mother was shaken up. She went to Masha's father to ask alimony for Masha. She realized that Pops and her will left Masha someday, and the alimony will help Masha. Masha is still upset about Treshka's death. Pops asked her about getting Tanya to teach her singing, which brought Tanya a smile to her face. On the day of Sergei's discharge, Masha went there to accompany him. Masha tried to get close to him, but Sergei was still felt tense about it. They then went to the school. Several boys stopped them to get money from Serge. Masha tried to stop them and scares them with Pop's name. Sergei then came to Pop's boxing place. He wanted to learn boxing. One of Pop's boys gave Masha a tape recorder. When Masha gets home, she found a woman who said that she's Sergei's mom, Alla. She wanted Masha to avoid Sergei because Pops and the boys are thugs and killers. She didn't want Sergei to do the same. Masha didn't believe it, she just thought that they do boxing and nothing illegal. She considered Alla's words. She then tried suggesting Sergei to leave the boxing place and back to karate, however, this made Sergei angry. He then left Masha on the way home. This led to Masha's abduction. Pop's enemy got her to obtain an oil plant. After Pops agreed to their conditions, he then got the address where they hold Masha captive. Andrei and Pops went there to get Masha back. Pops then killed Masha's kidnappers. Nadia's boyfriend ends their relationship because he couldn't protect Masha and Nadia. Sergey also met Masha to apologize for leaving her that day. He kissed her, and they become a couple. On Masha's 13th birthday, the oil plant exploded. Police then get Pops and his men for interrogation. In this tense atmosphere, Andrei proposed Nadia, but she declined. She didn't want to lose Andrei after agreeing, because their job were too risky. Masha and Pops, who went through an interrogation, are still in the mood to play around. Pops wanted to make Masha not too tense there. Nadia met with Masha's father again, but his wife opened the door while holding a kid. Nadia was shocked and left the place. She told everything to Pops, and he sent his men to destroy Masha's father's business. Sergey was also part of the team. It's his first time to do the job with Pops' henchmen. He bursted into tears after that. The next day, Nadia got Masha to leave the place, but she went to Pops' house and refused to leave. At the school, Masha told Sergey to stop boxing because she didn't want him to be in danger. In the dinner with families, Valera proposes to Tanya. Pops is angry and says that he's not ready yet. Sergey wanted to get out of the boxing team. He met Owl when he cleaned up his locker. Sergey blurted out that Pops is fooling around with Tanya. He also told Owl about Pops staging Treshka's murder. Owl was angry and he let Sergey go after that. Masha met with Tanya, who bruises her face. Tanya says that Valera did it after Owl tells him about what Pops does with Tanya. She also says that Pops proposes to her. Tanya gives the ring that Valera gives to propose to Masha. She then cries. At Tanya and Igor's wedding, Nadia got Masha and Sergey not to attend. Andrei just watched them leaving from afar. Pops got Sergey to talk about his leaving the team. As a goodbye, he asked Sergey and Owl to take care of the oil plant's negotiation. However, in this negotiation, Owl and Sergey were killed. Nadia had a meeting appointment with Kostya, Masha's father. She said that she would talk with Pops, that she won't disturb his life. She just wanted half of the apartment. She also has a plan to leave the town with Masha. After a long talk, she then slept the night in the apartment. Pops ordered Andrei to kill Kostya and burn the apartment. He didn't know that Nadia spends the night there. So Nadia also died that night. Masha was in a bar. She met with Andrei and got to know that the bar is his. He dedicated his life to the music business for Nadia. He then told Masha that Pops told him to kill her father without knowing Nadia's there. Flashback to the time when Igor tells Masha that someone killed Masha's mom and dad tragically. Masha had a mental breakdown and required medication assistance to calm down. Masha came back to her hometown to sing for Andrei's theater opening. She saw from the backstage that Andrei was taking Igor around to show him the theater. Masha then got her gun ready and went for Igor. She calls him and shoots him down. Then she leaves for her show. And that is the end of the Masha movie. Please comment on what you think about the movie, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep the updates from our channel. See you in the other movie story, and bye.